Evening. I am Steve, KB1YLQ. I am the repeater trustee and the emergency, what am I? Emergency communications or emergency preparedness coordinator or something like that.
Emergency preparedness.
And today I'm going to talk about the home fire preparedness campaign. We did it a little bit with Norwalk. We went out to Norwalk and put some smoke detectors in. Actually, they were very good smoke detectors. They were donations to the Red Cross. We went out and we installed them, excuse me, and put them in people's homes. We would put 2 detectors in if they had none, and we would replace old detectors. The detectors that we were installing had lifetime batteries.
Wow, that is.
And they were brand new in the package, and we would go there and cut the package open, and we had a ladder that we took out each team, which we'll discuss, and explain to the residents about fire safety and making a plan. Because as it says there, in fire, you have maybe just 2 minutes to get out before the inevitable can happen. Next, please. And here we go with the home fire prevention campaign. Reducing fire deaths one home at a time. This is a big campaign put out by the Red Cross along with CERT, other communities. I passed out a piece of paper that FEMA sent out recently where they want to get CERT together with the Red Cross to go out and do this campaign. Supposed to do a meeting with the fire chief in Stamford through the American Red Cross. We're trying to get dates together to do it for Stamford. Bridgeport's done 2 or 3 that I know of. Norwalk did 1. And then worthwhile. Next. 7 times a day in the United States, someone dies in a home fire. Even more frequently, American Red Cross volunteers provide help to families who have lost their lives, lost their homes to devastating fires. It's more important than ever that we all join together to save lives.
Doesn't that look like Sam?
Huh?
That looks like Sam.
Yes, it is. That is.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And that
I thought this was
Chris, I don't know his...
Yeah, I know who you mean. Oh, I thought this was supposed to be somebody who'd been in a home fire. Okay.
No, that's coming up.
Okay.
He's Urso.
All right, here we see, on the average, 7 people die every day from home fires. And we want to reduce the number of fire deaths and injuries in the United States by 25% within 5 years. And just recently, a resident in Norwalk lost her life due to a fire in her home.
What are the gray states?
That's where there's been storms, wildfires. Not too clear, so it's hard to read, but we have spent $62,762 in home fires, $12,500 where volunteers have helped, and the number of people helped so far have been 211,000.
Yep.
322. Next. Here we go with our 2 minutes. 2 minutes to get out. 62% mistakenly believe that they have at least 5 minutes or more to escape a burning home. More than twice as long as they really may. 18% mistakenly believe that they have 10 minutes or more to escape. 69% of parents believe their children will know what to do or how to escape with little help. But 52% of parents with children ages 3 to 17 have not talked to their families about fire safety. 70% of families with children not identified a safe place to meet outside the home. And 82% have not practiced home fire drills. Has anybody in here practiced a home fire drill? Next. Below are types of volunteer assignments available. Disaster safety educator, the smoke alarm installer, the documenter, reporter, and canvassing and home and home safety training. On the team, actually, Sam was the installer. I was the reporter. This gentleman, who was part of our team, a new Red Cross volunteer, was the documenter. He documents everything. And then we had another gentleman, I forget what his exact title was. He was also there. You go out in teams of 4, and they provide everything for you. We got a backpack. They put like as many as we could stuff in there. Like I said, a small step stool ladder, very light. Paperwork, little bags full of information. And then you just have to do the documentation on the files. Next, please. The home visit team, descriptions and tasks. The Red Cross is seeking volunteers for the following positions with the home visit team. The installer, who is responsible for installing the smoke alarms with the residents' permission and within manufacturers and program guidelines. The installer must have the following qualifications: completed required training, which they do right there on site. It's not really too hard. They just break off in groups and tell you how to do it. Put the little rowels up there in the ceiling, screws, expand the rowels, and boom, there you see a gentleman. Can you tell who that is, John?
No, I can't. Who is it?
Sam.
Oh, this guy, okay.
He's up there installing. They give you cordless drills, but you learn from every experience because they gave us Phillips bits,
Yeah.
but no drill bits. So we had to, we went out and got some bits so that we can drill the holes to put the, we use the drill as a hammer too, but. The installer also needs to be able to climb a ladder and use the needed tools, which is very simple. Next. The documenter, who is responsible for ensuring the correct documentation forms are completed, keeping track of supplies, the number of smoke alarms installed, ensuring the homeowner complete the required documents, releases, etc. And then we turn all the forms into the Red Cross for their tallying and numbering. Next. Safety educator is responsible for teaching, reviewing the fire safety checklist with the resident. They give you an escape plan. They give you a little whiteboard, a little magnetic thing to put on your refrigerator with a magic marker. They give you a magnet, some stuff to get the kids involved in it, so you can draw your own little fire escape plan. And they ask you to talk to the residents while the installation is happening. You also introduce yourself, and you do the install, you help educate, and you collect data. Red Cross is very big on data collection. And they don't care, race, creed, color, no matter what, the Red Cross helps everybody. Even banks. Because some of the houses on the street we were, when you look at the sheet they gave us, were owned by banks. They were probably either foreclosed or whatever. Of course, they didn't answer the doors, but. And then to close out, you thank the residents for their time. Volunteer groups will be asked to obtain acknowledgement of services delivered and document required program data. We didn't use any web-based forms, but everything was paper on when we did ours. And I'm sure the Red Cross then takes it and puts it in their databases. Next. And basically we want to give back what fire takes. That's it. We're working on getting it with the Stanford Fire Department. As I said, what happens is the fire department, or they send a letter out to all the homes in a certain area. And it says, would you like someone to come to your home, evaluate your fire alarms, fire smoke detectors? They say yes, and that's where we get a list. Then the teams go out, buy that list, and each team has a certain section. and you go out and you do your installs. That's about it. Like I said, we're trying to get CERT. I would like to do this presentation or present this to CERT next Tuesday.
It's coming Tuesday, yeah, fine.
Get CERT involved in it too. Any questions?
Now that we've gone through the presentation, how many smoke detectors have you bring for us?
I didn't bring any smoke detectors for you, but like I said, I actually went online and Googled. They're like $89 smoke detectors. They're not.
Are they smoke only or smoke and CO2?
I want to say they were smoke only. And we also
CO.
made.
CO.
I know when Sam and I went out, we did discuss, because some people had them on walls, they weren't in the right location. So we asked them if they would like us to move their detector to the correct position or take their detector down and put ours up. Then we give them, of course, all the warranty paper and everything on it, so they have all the information.
It's a lifetime battery.
Yes, I was very,
That's nice.
it was amazing.
How many,
Until there's a fire. No.
Until the wire, I guess.
Yeah, I was surprised, like I
how many
said.
times this summer have we been, we changed all the batteries, what was it, March, spring forward,
Yeah,
fall back.
right.
And we had 3 or 4 detectors this summer that the batteries went, even though we changed them all. It must have been a bad batch of batteries. And always 3 o'clock in the morning. And the dogs are the first to hear it, and they're running around the house barking and carrying on. So you can't actually hear the beeping.
Teddy's under the desk.
Yeah, Teddy's under the desk.
Why did I put new ones up that are combinations?
Yeah.
Took some of the singles down.
Yeah.
And you'll be surprised what some people have in their homes, the older ones, painted over,
Yeah.
you know.
The smoke would need a jackhammer to get into the fire detector.
Yes, sir.
Steve, what do you tell people who have 2-story houses and they get a fire in the first floor? What in general do you tell somebody about what they do about that?
Well, when I moved into my home, one of the first things I bought was a fire escape ladder. And I designed it, knew which window I was going to use, which window would not have an air conditioner in it. Hung it out the window, made sure the standoffs were in the right position, and it reached the ground or close enough to the ground. That's be prepared. I have a smoke detector in my basement. I have one outside the bedrooms, one on the first floor, and then I also, when I got my generator, I bought a CO detector and installed that outside the bedrooms also. Any other questions? Hopefully I can count on our members when we hook it up in Stanford here, and we can go out and help the community.
Do you have to be a member of the Red Cross in order to do it?
No, sir. If you remember the Red Cross, you wear the Red Cross vest, otherwise just wear a plain vest. Everybody wore a safety vest while they were out there on the road, and they have a chase vehicle running the area where they're have canvas, and they carry extra forms, extra smoke detectors. They also carry forms in different languages.
Couple of shotguns,
That's it. Thank you very much for your time.